Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Trees, where we talk about the strange and paranormal. I'm your host, Peyton, and today we are going to be talking about the MoMo monster of Missouri. Hope everyone enjoys. Let's get to it. Now, I've heard tons of accounts and eyewitness testimonies coming out of Missouri and the Northwest Arkansas area. I've even gone squatching up there a few times, haven't seen anything, but I did see a few things that kind of piqued my interest. A few laid down logs that shouldn't have been in the middle of the road. There was no one around. Trying to get back to the place was hell. Yeah, Today, I wanted to take a look at a few of the actual eyewitness accounts and the history behind the Momo monster. So, follow me. Missouri has a rich history of Bigfoot sightings, particularly in the Ozark Mountains and their heavily forested regions. Locals often refer to the creature as Momo, short for the Missouri monster. Sightings have been reported for decades, with some of the most famous encounters occurring in the 1970s. Some of the more notable Missouri Bigfoot sightings and encounters include the Momo incident of 1972, Louisiana. And this is also in Missouri. It's just Louisiana, Missouri. One of the most well-known Bigfoot cases in Missouri occurred in Louisiana, Missouri, near the Mississippi River. The family reported seeing a 7-foot-tall, hairy creature covered in dark fur with a terrible odor. It was described as having a large pumpkin-shaped head and glowing red or orange eyes. The case gained national media attention, and multiple people, including law enforcement, claimed to have seen something strange in the area. Number 2. Ozark Bigfoot sightings. The dense forests of the Ozarks, including the Mark Twain National Forest, have been ongoing reports of Bigfoot encounters. Hikers, hunters, and campers have reported hearing strange howls, knocks, and even glimpses of large, shadowy figures. Some of the reports include stories of Bigfoot throwing rocks and sticks at campers. Number 3 is Wayne County encounters. In the early 2000s, a hunter claimed to have seen a large hairy creature near a creek in Wayne County. Other residents reported hearing strange screams at night and finding large human footprints. And number 4 is recent sightings. In the past decade, there have been numerous reports of Bigfoot activity in Missouri, particularly in counties like Shannon, Reynolds, and Carter, where the wilderness is thick and sparsely populated. Some encounters include motorists spotting large bipedal figures crossing rural roads at night. Many of the eyewitness accounts and reports include seeing the creature have a height of 6 to 8 feet tall, an odor many describe as overwhelming skunk-like or even a rotten meat smell, sounds of deep growls, howls, tree knocking, and strange whistles, often avoids direct human contact but has been reported throwing rocks, shaking trees, or watching from a distance. Missouri's vast forest, caves, and rivers makes it a prime location for cryptid activity. If you're interested in looking for signs of Bigfoot, areas like the Ozarks, Mark Twain National Forest, and along the Missouri River have the highest number of reported encounters. Now, let's dive into the actual story of the Momo monster. The Momo incident of 1972 is one of Missouri's most famous cryptid encounters. Centered around the small town of Louisiana, Missouri, near the Mississippi River, it became a nationally recognized case due to the multiple eyewitness reports, strange occurrences, and media coverage. The main event took place in July of 1972 when the Harrison family living near Marzoff Hill reported seeing a tall, hairy creature covered in dark fur. The Harrison Children's Sighting, July 11, 1972. Doris Harrison, 15, and her 2 younger brothers, Terry, 8, and Wally, 5, were playing in their yard when they saw a towering hairy creature near the woods behind their house. It was described as being over 7 feet tall with long, shaggy black fur covering its face. It carried a dead dog in its arms and emitted a putrid odor, which some compared to rotting flesh. The children ran inside screaming in terror. Multiple sightings and strange phenomena have also been reported with this. The father, Edgar Harrison, and others later searched the woods but found nothing concrete. Neighbors began reporting strange howls, growls, and eerie noises at night. Some residents claimed their dogs went missing or were found dead. Large 3-toed footprints were discovered near the Harrison property. The involvement of authorities and cryptid investigators. The case gained widespread attention, drawing law enforcement, reporters, and cryptid researchers to Louisiana, Missouri. Officers and townspeople conducted searches but found little evidence besides footprints and lingering foul odors in certain areas. Some believe MoMo may have used caves in the region to stay hidden. Others, however, believe MoMo was simply Missouri's version of Bigfoot. However, unlike traditional Bigfoot descriptions, MoMo was reported to have a round, pumpkin shaped head, glowing red orange eyes, and shaggy fur that covered its face. Some accounts also describe only 3 toes on its feet, differing from standard Bigfoot sightings. Paranormal or extraterrestrial theories. Some cryptid researchers speculate that Momo might have had paranormal origins, pointing to the strange lights reported in the area around the same time. Others tie the sightings to UFO activity, which was reported in different parts of Missouri in the late 1970s. Others, however, mainly wonder if it was a hoax or misidentification. Skeptics argue that the sightings were a case of mass hysteria, pranks, or misidentified animals. The strong odor and the supposed dead dog in its arms are details not often associated with Sasquatch sightings. Which honestly, I would beg to differ on that one because I have heard countless stories of these things coming into farms, grabbing chickens, cows, literally anything pigs. They obviously really love pigs if they're down in Arkansas. I've heard tons of stories of them going and getting wild hogs. So I wouldn't totally say that that one's true, but I mean, I don't hear very many of them taking dogs like that. Momo vanished as mysteriously as it appeared, with no confirmed sightings after the summer of 1972. The incident remains Missouri's most famous Bigfoot case and has been covered in documentaries, books, and local folklore. To this day, Louisiana, Missouri embraces its cryptid history, and Momo remains a legendary figure in the state of folklore. Missouri still has occasional Bigfoot sightings, especially in the Ozarks and rural areas, but nothing as dramatic as the 1972 Momo incident. If you ever visit the area, Marzloff Hill is considered a epicenter of the original sightings. Well, that's it for today's show. I hope you all enjoyed that episode. Remember, if you've had an encounter and you'd like to be on the show or have your story read, shoot me an email. My email address is beyondthetrees95@gmail.com. See y'all.